You think you take fantasy football seriously? Get ready to go to the next level. This is MPR League. Money, power, respect. Fantasy football is our passion. And helping take your game to the next level is what we do. From bench players, breakouts, depth charts, drafts, injuries, pickups, projections, studs to waivers, we are the experts. Welcome to MPR League. Now, your host and commissioner, Stay Dangerous, and his co-host, Revenge Season.
Welcome to the NFL. Let's go! Let's go! Go! Go!
Dang, bro. It's February the 5th already. God knows.
Yeah, it's almost Super Bowl Sunday, ain't it?
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I wish they stopped pushing that joint back. Because I remember the Super Bowl used to be the last week in January?
Yeah, or the first, I thought it was like the first weekend of February.
Yeah, or the first week in February, yeah. It depends on how that Sunday laid.
And now how far away is it?
Yeah, that joint, Valentine's Day weekend, bro. Matter of fact, the 13th. Yep, the 13th.
It takes all the fun out of things, because now it's like football is prolonged. Like,
yeah,
we're so used to being in the off season now.
Definitely, they definitely dragging that joint out, man. But it's been a long time coming for us, man. For real. Life stuff been happening, and just recently lost my aunt this week. So, but we back at it. So,
yeah, life been tough, man. You know, but family first. That's how I put it.
Family first, man. But I'm glad we here today, man. Like, seriously, bro. Like, I'm glad we here. We back on it. Me a sippy, a drink. But I like I said, I'm really glad we back on it today, man. Like, getting this where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And they missed. It's been a good season. Very good season.
Yeah, very good season. I was sitting here just there before we linked up. I was looking at the standings and stuff like that, man. How did you number 4, bro, in the final standings?
Yes.
I mean,
that's why I was that's why I was trying to tell you, like, yo, let me pick up a quarterback like that. Joe, hey, man, top 3 finishes matter, man. Top 3 finishes matter.
I'm looking at that joint right now, man. You 5-10, bro. Like 5-10, you jump from the 10th spot, like, and work your way through the playoffs. And yeah, man, you should be proud of your season, bro. Like, win, lose, or draw. Like,
man, I told him, I knew Pigskin. I knew it for like I think after I played you, I was 1-9, and I was like, that's when I changed the name of my team. I was like, yeah, this season over with. Like, I blew it. My chance was to beat you, and then when I changed my team name, following week I won. I was like, okay, I still have a chance. Like, I legit still have a chance. Next thing I know, I kept winning, and hey, the rest is, and I beat the team that I was earlier in the season I was in the debate with, which it turned out I was wrong, but still at the time I felt like I was right. I beat the team where I was like, yeah, I got the best wide receivers in the league, and Fitz had the best wide receivers in the league, and I ended up beating the team that I said I had better wide receivers.
Hey, but look, those great wide receiver core, that great wide receiver core that he had, it didn't pan out for him.
No, at all. But Cooper Kupp, though, amazing.
Yeah, he had a hell of a season, man. Like, very hell of a season. So can't take nothing from him. Definitely, man. But that number 4 spot, bro. Like, of course, you know, our new champ. Rest in peace, Lydell. Jay Witt. I got his trophy right here. Got to show the people. So
that should have been mine. That should have been.
I just knew I was
going to go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get that delivered to him or whatnot. But yeah, man, I just look at it, you know, from Smoking Guns had an awesome season. And then when you look at it, man, like, for real, in the division, Jay Witt went 3-3, Smoking Guns went 2-5. Mm-hmm. You went 1-6. That's 3 teams in one division.
Yes,
that made the top 4. So I mean,
that division turned out to be a lot better than I expected. I thought I was going to run away with it. But like I said, I knew where I messed up coming into the season.
Yeah.
I knew where I messed up, and then it was just like I had time to adjust. But it was just like a good thing they added the extra game to the season. That what really helped me out.
That pushed the button on it. We are going back to because it's way too long and there's not enough players. It's a few leagues. I can't say a few leagues, man. Like I've seen a lot of leagues out here this past season that we had actually stretched it out like we did. You know.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, I think the championship game should be week 16.
Yeah, definitely week 16. But I guess everybody was just trying to get the feel of the new NFL schedule, so they didn't know what to do or whatnot. But we definitely gonna push that back. Playoff start 14, 15, and week 16 in the Super Bowl. So I think that'll make everybody happy because it was a long season.
Yeah, it was very long. It was a good one though. This year was. I think this year was like probably. I think I say it every year, but I think this was a good season.
A good season because you didn't have the I mean, per COVID, we would have known, but per COVID and stuff that was going on, our back-to-back defender champ, Bad News Villains, he got knocked off. But I mean, it's preparation, doing your homework. So that's a lot. It could have happened to anybody else. So
yeah. And it just so happened that showed him like, hey, look, man, the last 2 years show you that luck would just so happen on your side.
On your side, I agree. I still agree.
Yeah, now you see what we had to go through, and you like, man, no, man, hey, gotta take it with it. You gotta take it how it come, man.
Exactly. I definitely still agree with that. I mean, he had a short span of time to try to pick somebody up, but at the same time, you know, that's just that mixing in England and that waiver wire that you just gotta, you know, because it could happen next year. It's going to happen next year. COVID is
definitely nowhere. It's like it's going to become a normal part of life, so you got to learn how to navigate throughout.
Yeah, COVID it's definitely not going anywhere. So, like you said, we just got to navigate in and out of it, and you just got to do what you got to do, man. So, but it was hell of a season, man. Smoking Guns was definitely mad when I talked to him. He had the 41 points on the bench with that. Gosh, man. Like, who would have known they would have kept him in the last game of the season with Eagles and already been in the playoffs?
And was running it up. I
felt so bad for him, man. Like, I felt, really bad for him.
I mean, but the week before that, I left my win on the bench, too. I left 20-plus points on the bench.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like it's all about them. Sometimes it's best not to overthink it. Just go ahead and go with what you know instead of trying to overthink it and play the game too deep.
Yeah, definitely. But man, enough of that. You know, for real. Not to cut you off, you had something else to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say my football coach used to always tell me, "Kids, keep it simple, stupid."
Hey, I use that in life.
Yeah,
like,
just keep it simple.
Just keep it simple, man. I definitely use that in life, man. But I do got a question for you. I've been asking a few people. Who you got the Super Bowl? Who you rooting for? Or who you think will win?
Okay, at first I was with the Bengals. But then Eli Apple started doing his little mouth thing on Twitter, and it was just like, dog, I ain't gonna say you trash, but you couldn't make it on 3 other teams, dog. They told you, hey man, you the worst corner we've seen. So you get to a place where now you can play in the system. Clearly you're a system player. Like, dog, relax. Like, win the Super Bowl, then talk. Then I can understand you feeling dignified. Dog, you still on your journey. So now it's like, I'd rather see the Rams win now. Because I don't know what Eli Apple.
I'm up and down with it. I'm definitely up and down. I did want to see the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I thought they was going to beat the Rams just because I'm a big Debo fan. I don't know. It's just something about, you know, people always talk about Jimmy G. A lot of 49er fans, and I know quite a few of them, relatives that like the 49ers, they always talk about Jimmy G. They don't like him, this and that and the third. But Jimmy G, he's just like any other quarterback. He makes his mistakes, but he's going to be that game manager for you.
I mean, he got him to 2 straight NFC championships in the Super Bowl. I mean,
yeah.
Well, no. Yeah. Well, no. Did they go to the NFC championship last year?
No, it wasn't. Was it last year? No,
because I know they lost in the Super Bowl the year before that to Kansas City.
Yeah, it wasn't last year. It wasn't last year.
Everything switched together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the year before that.
It was the year before that.
Yeah, they beat Kansas City in like 20. I mean, they lost to Kansas City in like 2019.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, they had it rolling for real. I mean, a lot of people said they would have wished what's his name, Trey Lance was in, but I mean, he a rookie, so
yeah, can't say he would have changed the outcome of the game.
Changed the outcome or not. Yeah, exactly. But what I do know is seeing that game. Let's go back a few weeks. Tampa Bay playing the Rams. And then a divisional game, and I was so hot at Tampa Bay's defense. Like, you got your team back in the game just to let Cooper Kupp get behind the defense like that and stretch you out. Like, you knew it was coming. You knew they had to get those yards to kick a field goal or possibly score a touchdown and win the game.
Still didn't stop them. So, you know, and that just leads to me saying, I mean, shoot, I'm happy about it. It is what it is, but Tom Brady is out of the league. He's retired.
Yeah. Big Ben is gone.
and then, you know, I saw a graphic. It bothers me. I saw a graphic on Twitter, and it was showing like Phillip Rivers, Breeze, Brady, Manning, both the Mannings. And I'm like, no, that's crazy how y'all didn't have Mike in there. Y'all didn't have none of these prominent black quarterbacks that was along this era too. Yeah. But y'all putting like Eli Manning, like just because he won them Super Bowls off the strength of his defense and a couple of luck plays.
Yeah. I mean, we could throw Kaepernick in there. He took San Fran to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
They just met a better Baltimore Ravens team. That's all. You know, so
and some unfortunate events.
Yeah. Lights going on and
rolling before that. I thought
that was a good game. Like this. That game right there before the lights went out was one like that was classic. That was a classic barn burner right there, bro.
And the 49ers would have won the game. But because the lights went out, they slowed down the momentum that they were gaining. And they were just like, oh, the Ravens had a chance to catch their breath. Like, yeah, hold on, chill, relax. And then you give Ray Lewis every time to get themselves together and get the defense real. Oh, dog, you asking for trouble.
And even with that was still a great game, because wasn't that the game? Was it Anquan Bolden or was it the other wide receiver that got behind the defense? I can't even think his name. I want to say it was Bolden. That one, I think. No,
it was the.
I can't even think of his name. I might, you know, it's gonna eat me up till I find out.
Oh my goodness! It won't Marquise Brown because he wasn't there at the time.
What year? I think that year was 2008, 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah.
Was it Torrey Smith? No, I don't think Torrey Smith.
No, it was the other. I'm about to pull it up right now. We have to get this one. But it was a they let them get behind the defense. So they had their wide receivers, Anquan Bolden, Torrey Smith. But this was a third string dude that got behind the defense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it.
Yeah,
on this broadcast. So yeah, Jacoby Jones. That's who
it is. There it is.
Jacoby Jones.
Because he
Jacoby Jones. That's exactly who it was. He got behind the defense and got them that last score and put them. Put them
ahead for good.
Yeah, but I do love what you said, that man. They don't give these quarterbacks, especially our fair skin, our black skin quarterbacks, the love like they supposed
at
to
all,
have, man. At all.
Like, to see how they treating Cam Newton right now is just like, oh, like this man can clearly still play. Just get him an offensive line. Get him protection. He's not gonna be 2015 Cam. Everybody knows that because his body done took a beat. He carried. Yeah, but he's still gonna
win you some ball games.
Yeah, you feel me? You just put the right pieces around him. Like he carried Carolina offense. You can't mention Carolina offense in the 2010s without mentioning his name first.
Yeah, without most definitely.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then I hate this regimen we got. I hate Matt Rule. I don't even like the owner Dave Pepper. I don't like nothing associated with my team. Right
Yeah, you think those rumors are true? Or they might be letting CMC go to another team?
At this point, it wouldn't even surprise me, man.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like I don't have no hope. Like literally, me and my brother-in-law, we was gonna get some tickets, and I called him the other night. I'm like, I know I don't really want to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna just go ahead and just grab a couple tickets early, because it's gonna be cheap anyway, so it ain't gonna get no more expensive than what it is now. He was like, no, I don't even want to go to a game. He's like, I don't want my feelings hurt. Like,
hey, I'm the same way, man. Everybody hyped up. Of course, my team just got
Commanders.
The Commanders. I mean, it's better than the football team, so it is what it is. A lot of jokes out there and people clowning us, but man, I want to win ball games, man. I don't care about no new uniforms, no new stadium, no new name. I want to win ball games.
I want a Super Bowl. Hey, man, at least you got to see your team win the Super Bowl in your lifetime. I'm still waiting on that.
It's coming though.
Hey man,
you been to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but our luck ain't been good with that.
Yeah, it's coming. But yeah. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
And each one was a heartbreaker. Like,
yes.
Golly.
Yes. The first one, Vinatieri kicked the field goal, right?
Because John Casey kicked it out of bounds, man. And not to mention, he's the most prolific kicker in our history. And it's just like, the one mistake you make, dog, that hurt as a kid. I cried. I cried.
Yeah.
After that Super Bowl.
I joke with my homeboy that's in my Madden league. He's a Atlanta Falcons fan. And I always joke with him. I was like, well, you could talk about the Panthers 2 going 0-2 in the Super Bowl, but that one Super Bowl that y'all blew trumped all of them.
Y'all should have won. You up 28-3 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's no way you should have lost that game.
Poor game management. That's just
absolutely.
It's a spade to spade.
That is. Listen, that would have been the day I would have stopped rooting for that team. I literally would have jumped the ship.
Sure,
I would have jumped.
I'd be surprised if a lot of people probably did start rooting for that team.
Yeah, I'm jumping ship now. There's no way you can be this ignorant.
Yeah, then a lot want to blame Kyle Shanahan and stuff. Nah, man, it's bigger than him. It's way bigger than him.
The players wasn't executing because they got comfortable, they got complacent. So dog. Yeah, they rolled into that one. They got up big, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we won this ball game. Yeah, we just gonna run the clock out." But the clock won't run it now.
It wasn't running. Got too conservative.
So in my opinion, they deserved to lose that one. That was more them losing than the Patriots winning.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. They just handed them a gift. Like, okay, here you go. Here go. What? Half of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, you can have it.
Yeah, just play. If you can score, you can get it. You can win.
You can have it. And of course, you let Tom Brady just. Oh yeah, I mean, and he wasn't even having a good game, bro. Like that's the thing about it. Like,
he was playing terrible up to that point, and he just turned it on. He just turned it on like that. Y'all let it on, bro. And at the time, they would still consider him probably the greatest quarterback in the game, and he won. He was only on ring 4. Y'all gave him the 5th one. Y'all started this.
Yeah, that. Could I say that was his easiest Super Bowl? I mean, he did have to come back, but it ain't him by himself. You got defense, special teams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I think that was his hardest ring. Honestly.
His hardest ring.
I think that was his hardest one because just for simple fact, you were down 3 scores.
I would give up, man, till the fat lady hit that 000.
Yeah.
It just lets you know.
And then, they saying Aaron Rodgers, he was going. I think I saw a report where he was going to retire, but he didn't want to follow suit behind Tom Brady. So, there's no way you got to do that.
Because he's going to stay with Green Bay. Like that's, I would take him. I need a quarterback right now.
This is Brett Favre 2.0.
Yeah.
This is literally they treated Brett so bad. So now I'm expecting the same. Like, no. It's the same thing. Y'all had 2 of the greatest generational quarterbacks to come through the NFL for 20 plus years. 2 championships. What is your franchise doing wrong?
Look, and then you got teams out here that don't never see a generational player or quarterback or any player of that caliber like that on their team.
Where every year they go in, they know they got a chance just because of this guy.
We going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
If we don't, it's because of injuries or some mishaps just to happen. But you know you're going to the playoffs.
And yet, 2 championships.
2
20 plus years.
But I really do believe that Devontae Adams is predicated on what A-Rod do.
Yeah, his stats too. Like we haven't seen him without A-Rod in the pros.
No, we haven't.
So it's like, what is that gonna look like?
Yeah, we haven't. He looked good with what Jordan Love, their backup, when A-Rod was down. But you still in the same system, but been with somebody else.
It's totally different.
Yeah,
this offseason is gonna be good. I'm just ready for it. I've been ready for the draft since like November.
Yeah. Me too. Me too, man. I was just about to ask you about that. I ain't got no bold predictions right now, but I am proud that my team got back in our fantasy playoffs. But I will say, like, getting it back to 12 teams and making sure that we got active players is definitely going to make our league even better than what it is. And it's going to change things for us, man. It's going to change the trajectory and the dynamic push it forward.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. The 12 teams. Then that's when you can really see about your game planning and if you can really make adjustments when the pickings are slim.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I ain't, not calling anyone out or anything, especially my boy Pluto, man. Shout out to him. He just was released from the hospital 2 days ago, so he back home. He doing well.
Okay.
So I did talk to him. He said he full blown. He gonna be active.
Yeah,
do what he's supposed to do. Yeah, so just got to get other guys, a few more guys on board, and make sure they active because I want us to be where we're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be a dormant team out there, and either that team win one Sunday, you're changing the trajectory of the standings, the seedings, the playoff seedings and stuff like that. Even if you're playing or not, but if you're not playing, you got somebody out here that might want to make a trade with you, and you're not active.
There could have been a lot more trades that went on.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it could have made this season a whole lot different.
Yes, early. It could have changed a lot of things early.
Yeah, because if you look at it, even in that the division that me, Bad News Villains, and Fitzgenius was in, you had Pigskin Mayhem and Pluto Astronaut. They were two dormant teams. Mm-hmm. So that's how it was for that West division that you, Jay Witt,
all of us made it.
All of us, y'all made it because of the two dormant teams that we had,
we knew they was guaranteed wins. We knew that.
Yeah. Everybody did.
And we don't need stuff like that. But that's how I know, like, when it comes to that, when we get it back to now that we're back to 12 teams, I can't draft like I did last year. I got to make sure when I do my work now, I can't mess with that PPR mess. Not unless I'm gonna have me a PPR team too on the side. But
on the side, yeah.
That boy, woof.
Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did it, man. It wasn't this past. It was the year before when my team was named the Black Mambas. But I did that, and I played with a PPR league or whatnot, like just a random league or whatnot. And yeah, it kind of threw me off from the standard because I was expecting those people that I had the draft to do the same. Man, it's way totally different.
Like Jalen Waddle was amazing in PPR, and he was decent when it came to standard. He was decent, but he wasn't like a number two wide receiver. He was more like a flex play here and there.
Yeah, and then you look on the flip side of things. Jamal Chase was better in PPR this year. What people fail to realize that he was in standard leagues. He put his number up in standard, but he got a lot of PPR points because of reception, man. Yeah, because of the receptions.
Same way with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
beast in PPR. But which in standard he was still a beast, but it was like it was a different monster.
It was a different monster. Yeah. It was a different monster, man. But you already know the sky's the limit for us, man. We might, potentially have a PPR league running neck and neck with a standard league one day. So
expand it, Yeah. So I'm big on that because also. Man. Hopefully the ESPN app go ahead and update too, so you can start allowing like in-season like trades, or you can trade draft picks or whatnot throughout the draft. Like that, That'd be so dope.
Yeah, it will be dope. I did. I have been reading. Well, speculations and rumors and stuff like that. hopefully they do it, but you know, it just depends. A lot of people was complaining about that. It was like, it's certain stuff Sleeper app has that they want the NFL app, Yahoo Sports, Fantasy, you know, those other big platforms to incorporate. So hopefully they listen. Like they should be listening because Sleeper coming, man. Like seriously.
I'm about to say I'm on the Sleeper app. And, you know, I actually like the Sleeper app. I
actually ran the PPR on Sleeper app and the standard, just to be doing
just
it
to see.
throughout the season. Yeah, just to see. And I can say I love the format. Like I love everything. You know, it's just like any other thing. It's certain stuff that need to be cleaned up. But do know the Sleeper app is on their buttons.
Yeah,
straight up.
And then, that's one of my ones that I've been looking at. On top of like once everything start expanding and everything, so it's in the works too for me because I really love the Sleeper app.
Yeah, Sleeper app is dope. I love everything about it. I really do. I just it's going places is what I'm trying to say. So many other words. It's definitely.
Oh yeah. And also, the Everyday Talk podcast is coming. That'll definitely be out soon. Another thing to work on. I can't wait for that.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited, bro. Like I'm really excited. I'm gonna get back on the grip of things and get back on the ball and get back behind this desk, man. Like I said, can't let my life stuff get in the way. This, that, and the third. I call my own ace a spade a spade. Put my own stuff out there, but that's just what it is.
Hey, I just been giving you time, man. I was like, man, I know you had to get yourself together, and then y'all the COVID. Man, hey, I know how life is. That's why I was like, hey, most likely we'll pick up after the season and start fresh.
Yeah, things just got to be done the right way. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Like just keeping this momentum going in the off season like this, it'll strengthen it when the season comes, and I won't feel burnt because that's basically what it was. I just felt burnt out. After a while, like just trying to run fantasy and got other stuff going on in life and stuff like that. But no excuses. I want to win a championship this year.
You, man, listen, I'm well overdue. I'm well overdue. Man, at some point, something got to break right for me.
Yeah. You almost say, boy, if you would have pulled this one on right here.
Hey, listen. Hey, I wouldn't have stopped talking, boy.
Hey, man, my wife told me.
I'm about to say, I knew Jay Witt had it. Once he beat me, I was like, yeah, Jay Witt definitely taking this, man. Jay Witt definitely taking it.
But if that wouldn't have been on that bench, boy, gosh almighty.
It would have been a game.
Yeah, because even Jay Witt had a lot of points on the bench.
He had Wilson with 20. He had like 24 points on the bench.
Yeah, he had some. Yeah, Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys.
Yeah. He left like a couple people up there. It would have been a good game if they would have played full strength. It would have been a close one. And then also I did a little bit of homework. I don't even feel like looking for the paper, but out of all my 9, the first 10 games out of the year where I went 1-9, if it would have been in PPR, I would have been 7-3. I would have been 7-3 if it was PPR.
That's something to build up on next year, though.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I know how I can go about this. I got a good PPR team. Now I got to just break it down and do stuff. And as time went on, I built that good team that fit how I wanted to go about it. Mm-hmm. So, and I had one mistake was holding on to Allen Robinson as long as I did. Him and LaVisca Chenault.
Those two wide receivers.
Oh my goodness.
I really thought LaVisca was going to eat this year just because he had a rookie quarterback in Trevor Lawrence.
Terrible.
And him being in the slot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
terrible. I really thought he was going to eat.
And I thought Marvin Jones was going to be decent, but
Yeah, to each his own. But look, man, that right there, like, put it like this. I ain't scared of nobody. I'm looking at the standings right now, man. I ain't scared of nobody in these standings, bro. Like, drafting, I can't wait for the draft. I wish we could draft tomorrow.
That's why I said that's why the Sleeper out is so dope, because we can all just like draft together, and and we ain't even got to do start the season through. We can do the off season where if the fellas feel like draft. Hey, look, man, we can get a little quick one going.
Yeah, and then that even if when we transition into that, like everybody just had a feel for. Oh yeah, we gonna cook some things up. Trust and believe. We gonna cook some things up.
Yeah,
yeah, because that's the only thing I don't like about the ESPN app is we can't draft together
at all. You got to hold out,
or you got to fight for
one.
it. Yeah,
you got time.
Yeah. You got to fight for it.
And that build up the camaraderie. Because a lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't want to display my draft strategy." Well, you ain't gonna know your actual draft strategy till like a week before the draft.
Yeah,
that's how.
And then I'm gonna be honest with you, like it ain't no draft strategy, bro. You can draft a player today, and the first game of the season they can be done from an injury. Yeah, and then your draft meant nothing. Your strategy meant nothing.
Like Fitz, he drafted CMC first overall.
Yeah,
he barely played the season, and he still had one of the top. It don't really matter who you get or where you get him. It's all about the whole draft plan. And he had a whole. Hey, look, I'm gonna take the best one available at each time, and he did good at it.
Yeah, he did good, and I'm gonna be honest with you. He was one of my picks that I thought like. Seeing what his wide receivers was doing, and the first time McCaffrey got hurt, I was like, McCaffrey gonna come back and ball out. I was like, Fitz going to the championship, bro. Ain't nobody beating him, bro. But when he got hurt the second time, I was like, and then Antonio Gibson started getting hurt.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, so he got good wide receivers, but his running backs is struggling, dog.
Yeah, his running backs
struggling.
Yup. Matter of fact, me and Bad News Little was talking like he had a damn good running back core. With Austin Eckler and Dalvin Cook and Handcuff and Madison and whatnot, but his wide receivers weren't producing anything.
Trash.
And then he lost Darren Waller, so he was just hunting and fishing for tight ends.
And I tried to tell him, you could have traded Waller to me early in the season. That could have been my problem.
Better be glad you dodged that bullet.
Boy, I saw him go down. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I kept Goddard.
Yeah,
and Goddard was a top 5 tight end.
He was. Like I even look at that's what did me. Man, I lost Kittle first, then DeAndre Swift, and then here go Mike Evans want to get hurt. I was like, God, really, man.
Hey, really. Man. One thing about it, I learned, and Penny Pat had a solid team too.
Yeah, he did.
His team,
but he lost. Derrick Henry killed him. He couldn't recover from that.
Yeah, his team really surprised me. I did not think Peter Pat was gonna have the year he was gonna have, because based off the previous 2 years since his championship, I was like, yeah, Peter Pat. I don't know if Peter Pat gonna be. He'd probably be a middle of the pack team now. Peter Pat team was dope.
Yeah, his team was solid. He just went once Derrick Henry went down, bro, and he was already up in the standings. That's why I was like, man, like if personally speaking, because I've been there and did that. I ain't gotta have the best, like a 10-2 record or undefeated record. I don't want that because you can't maneuver in the waiver wire, and that's what happened to him.
But in order for you, like how I look at it in fantasy, for your team to go undefeated or to have the best record in the league and win your championship, like literally everything has to break your way. Like no injuries on your team. You just so happen to pick that one team that, hey, look, they produces and nobody got injured. And then you plug and play the right pieces for your bye week.
Exactly.
And I mean, sometimes it's just a stroke of luck. You just so happen, I'm going to pick him up just because he got what they consider a tough matchup and see what he do. And then he go out there and ball out. Like nobody thought Elijah Moore was going to go out and ball out like he did for them 3 games. Nobody thought that.
Nobody thought that.
So
nobody thought. Look, I ain't even think I traded Joe Burrow and Chase to get Kyler Murray. Who did I get? Kyler Murray, and it was somebody else that I got from him. Keenan Allen.
Yep, Keenan Allen. Yeah. Imagine if we would have kept Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Man.
I'm just saying. It's not that's luck, bro. Like I'm telling you, that's luck, bro.
And I think I was about to trade actually before week 1. I was gonna trade right after the draft. I forgot who it was. It was either Jay Witt. I think it was Jay Witt or your brother. But I was gonna trade Calvin Ridley for one of their pieces. and one of the guys that I was gonna choose from ended up. Oh, actually, I think your brother drafted Waddle at first, and I was gonna trade him Ridley for Waddle, but I was so high on Ridley, I was like, nah. And then I ended up getting Waddle back through the waiver wire, but it was like, nah, I should have just traded him because I got Waddle anyway. I ended up having him anyway, and you know, Ridley ain't coming back no time soon. Well, when he do come back, it won't be with Atlanta. I can tell you.
Nah, they already talking about they getting rid of him. Like, whatever personal reasons he had going on, man, he better clean it up. Cause there's not another NFL team gonna want that.
First of all, he's black, and they got this scandal going on. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, it's all about your availability, bro. Like, if you ain't gonna be there to help us win ball games, what we need?
We don't need you. Yeah, we don't need you. And then, I think I had to pick up of the year, dog. Cordell Patterson.
Oh yeah. What's that?
Man, at one point, I have to say I had the best running back room in the league because I had Zeke, who was top 5. I had Cordell Patterson, who was top 5, and James Conner, who was top 10. Yeah. And it was like, no, I had 3 of the highest scoring running back in the league at and I was still losing.
Yeah.
Ow.
And Miles Sanders too, bro. Like, your running back court was like, yeah, bro. And then you got AJ Dillon from me when I dropped him. Cause look, I ain't even know man, come on, bro. I was like, Aaron Jones got hurt. That's another one of my players got hurt. And then I was like, I gotta drop AJ Dillon for you know what I'm saying, roster space. And you scooped him up, and I was like, watch he start booming. And he was doing this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then the last game of the year, I was like, man, I should play him. But I ain't think he was going to go out there and get 20 points. And Aaron Jones was only going to put up like 6. Like, I didn't expect that.
You know, it's luck, bro. It's the luck of the draw. It's like going to a gas station right now and buying a scratch off card.
Yeah, basically.
You might spend that $1, $2, $5, $10. You might get it back. You might get half of it back. You might don't get
nothing. Just a scratched off ticket.
Man, you done gave that man your last $2, and you think you about to win something.
Watching too many Lifetime movies.
I'm trying to tell you, boy, your feelings will be hurt.
Yeah, man. I was like, no, man, I got all this. And then another thing, Miles Sanders didn't score 1 touchdown the entire year.
I did. I'm looking at the stats now.
He couldn't get 1 touchdown.
Yeah, your team was straight, bro. Jalen Hurts, came alive. His heat was up and down because they kept running Tony Pollard.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, what are y'all doing? Like, I don't know what they're like. They don't have an identity to me. Like, the Cowboys don't know if they want to be a throw it in your face type team or run it down your throat team.
Let that just air it out, or you can just pound the ball. Like, which one are you gonna do?
Yeah, I can't do that. Y'all can't have the game plan going in. Oh, we can run it whenever we want. Oh, we can throw it whenever. Y'all offense ain't just built like that.
It's not built like that.
Now, if your game plan this week is to go and throw and air the ball, like, okay, we get it. You can do that. But you can't just think just because you're airing it out that you're going to run it down their throat. They're going to let you do one or the other.
One or the other, bro. Straight up and down, man. But seriously, man, shout out to Jay Witt, man. Anybody let him get in the playoffs, he gonna make some noise. So he did what he was supposed to do, man. So he the new your chat. He went 6-8 and a tie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The standings don't mean nothing. They don't.
Petey Pat did the same thing the first year.
Yeah, he did, and he beat me. I was 10-2, and he beat me.
You had the best record.
Yeah, it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't pull those waiver picks. You can't maneuver.
The only thing that matters is making the playoffs. But then after that, anything is possible.
Making the playoffs. Bro.
That's the whole goal. I don't even care about being the regular season divisional champ or nothing like that. No, that don't matter.
I don't know more. I used to, but I don't know more. It doesn't matter.
As long as I win the championship, then that's I take it.
And look what you did, man. You ended up being 5-10, number 4. Like you was the bottom of the barrel, what most people would say.
They would have quit. Actually, I started to quit. I tell you, I emptied my entire line. I'm like, yo,
that's
trash, dog. Yeah, like, dog. I was like, dog, this is trash. I can't believe this team, dog. and then out of the first 10 of them, five of my losses were by 5 points or less. Like, dog, you know how just one simple
it hurt.
I should have
That
played
hurt,
him. Or, I was fed up with Ben.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't know how many conversations I had with Bad News Villains. I was like, bro, I know, bro. Like me personally, I'd have tucked somewhere in the fetus position and cried, bro.
I stopped replying, and then I realized once I started going on my real winning streak. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this going by not saying nothing in the band.
Yeah.
Just stay quiet. And then I realized if I just send this one gift with the lion, I normally win. And every time I sent that one specific gift, I won.
Yeah.
The one time I switched that gift up was against Jay Witt, the playoffs, and I lost. And you can go back and check the band out. The one time I switched it up, and then I switched it up, and then at halftime I was like, "Oh no!"
Lurking through the grass, the tall grass. I remember.
And I switched it up against Jay Witt, and then I tried to come back and circle back through halftime of all the games because I was down, and I was like, maybe it could give me good luck. It was too late.
Boy, you should have stayed with that lucky pair of socks,
man.
Yeah, man, it's going down, bro. Man, I appreciate you for real, man. It's going down. Man. We're in the Offszn Super Bowl next Sunday.
Next Sunday. This time to rock and roll. Man, you know, hopefully we can start getting the fellas up here.
Matter of fact, Jay Witt, he want to get up here. He want to get up here with Bad News Villain when he get his trophy. So I'm supposed to be getting up. He's supposed to be coming here soon. I'm gonna get Bad News Villain the trophy so he could take the work and give it to Jay Witt or whatnot. However, but they definitely Jay Witt called out Bad News Villain. He said he wanted to come up here with the champ. He wanted to smoke.
Oh,
yeah, he wanted to smoke. He said he don't just want to do his interview just as the champ. He won't.
He won't. Gotta pick another rivalry. That's my rivalry.
Yeah, that rivalry done for you and him, bro.
I had to beat him to get in the playoffs too. Yes, sir. That's my rivalry.
That rivalry, well, yeah, Bad News Villain, man. He definitely set the smoke signal up, and people are.
He done made himself the Patriots of our league, man.
Straight up and down, man. Like, yeah,
this is gonna be a good year. I'm ready to see the fan base grow, so we can really get everything going, man. This is gonna be dope for real.
Oh yeah, back to 12, active. No doing.
Oh, have they already? I'm pretty sure all that'll be updated in the.
Yeah, but they already committed. So I just need to, once the Super Bowl over, or whatnot, I'm gonna go. Oh, we can do it now. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody, like the new guys, plugged in, and cause we already at 10. I just want to make sure that like the guys that we mentioned earlier, Pigskin, want to make sure that he get first dibs. And I did heard that VA Chuggers, my boy Rick, he want to come back. He want to come back this year. He just wanted to take a year off. So
I don't blame him. Yeah, tell him come on. Hey man, a 14-team lead might be possible.
Could be possible, bro. Some people ain't gonna like it because they'll be like, oh, it ain't gonna. Yeah, but there's a lot of 14-team leagues out there.
Yeah,
12 just give you that, you know what I'm saying? Like a few more players on waivers, a few more players in the draft, but 12-team league, like that's when trading really comes involved.
Yeah, listen, you better know what you're doing.
Yeah, gotta know.
Because we're gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel come the 7th round.
Yeah. It's like picking waivers every Wednesday.
You've been listening to Mpr League. Money, power, respect. If it's fantasy football, we're talking about it. And we're the authority. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. We hope you enjoyed it. We know we had fun. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with Mpr League on social media. Till next time.